Thanks for tuning in to Bourbon Drop. I'm your host, Myron. Today, we've got the brand new 2023 batch of REMUS VII. I kind of stumbled on this thing by mistake. I go into the store looking for the brand new Larceny C923, and I get a notification on my phone saying, Larceny's in, it's on the shelf, 17 in the inventory. I go to Virginia ABC website just to make sure it shows 17 in the inventory. I get to the store, it is B523. Now, don't get me wrong, they're good. And I don't buy a lot of backups. A123 to me was something special. But I get the scour in the shelves, and what do I see? The brand new REMUS. Now, I almost didn't pick it up because REMUS VI got dogged on YouTube.
Bottle drop, bottle drop, bottle drop.
I've had several different REMUS releases. I've had 2, I've had 3. 5 kind of set the benchmark, man. 5 was definitely something special. Now, don't get me wrong. I liked 2. I liked 3. I believe I liked 2 just a little more than 3. Now, 5 was released in 2021. So then you get 6 released in 2022. So now we're in 2023 and we've got number 7. Now, at the end, stick around because I guys want you to see me do a comparison between 7 and 5 and see which one comes out on top. Let's get into the nose. That nose is cherries, apples. I'm not picking up, it's the slightest bit of oak, but I'm not picking up a lot of oak. It is just so sweet on the nose. It is this just creamy vanilla, cherries, apples, and that's pretty much it, man. I can't wait to get into the palate because if it is anything like 5, it is something special. Wow, that is balanced. That is Discovery 8 balanced. That is, wow. The cherries really come forward. Oh man, it's got this nice chocolate on the mid, but there's like a cherry and cream, almost like a cherry pie, almost like a cherry pastry. You've got this really sweetness, like white table sugar, but then you've got that cherry note, and then in the mid it turns to this chocolate. Not a lot of char, not a lot of oak. I'm not getting any drying right now, man. So far, wow. Now I will say this, you know all REMUS is coming at 100 proof. This one has a little bit of older bourbon in it, not by much. You've got 6% of a 13-year-old 21% rye. You've got 26% of a 10-year-old 21% rye. You've got 21% of a 9-year-old 21% rye, 26% of a 10-year-old 36% rye, and 21% of a 9-year-old 36% rye. So it's got some pretty high rye stuff in it, and it is, man, so far it is good. It is really good. I can't wait to put it beside REMUS 5. Let me go back in on the nose and the palate one more time. Oh, it comes across so bright, and the cherries are just hitting in this thing, man. That is just really well crafted, really well balanced. It's got a little bit of spice. Now I'm picking up a little bit of spice towards the mid and the back, a little bit in the throat, not off-putting at all. It is so sweet up front, so cherry forward up front. Not a medicinal cherry either. Not like I get from the Four Roses single barrel picks, but it's got this just really nice, beautiful cherry note, a nice sweetness. Is it super complex? No, but it's 100 proof. So I am not saying that 100 proofers can't be complex, but the cherry note, the vanilla note, that chocolate, oh my gosh, man, that is good. The apples did not transfer over from the palate. Now let's get into the price. When I saw it on the shelf, it was 120 bucks. $119.99. When I purchased this REMUS VII in 2021, the MSRP was $89.99. I did not expect these to jump up. REMUS VI jumped up to, I believe it was 120, maybe 110, 120. But that is a lot. That is a lot. So I'll tell you what, let's get into a side-by-side and then I'll get into the breakdown. All right, now that I got them side-by-side, it's time to see if VII is as good as V. Back to the nose, still heavy cherry, still apple. That vanilla note is nice, man. It smells balanced. I am not picking up a lot of oak. That thing is nice. Let's go into the nose of V. V smells oaky. Wow, V really smells oaky. Now, V did have older whiskeys in it, and I believe the percentages were higher. I'm not going to really go into them right now, but V did have some older whiskeys in it. 2005, 2006, 2006, 2008, 2008. So V did have the older whiskeys in it. Let's go into the palate. V is more brown sugar sweetness. V, and maybe because it's been in this bottle and it's down this low since 2021, it's coming off a little thinner. It is coming off a little thinner, and that oak note that was in the nose is very, very, very present. Now, V is still good. Don't get me wrong. You know me. I love butterscotch. I love that brown sugar note. I am picking up that brown sugar note in here. Let's go back into the nose one more time. There is a ton of oak. A nice sweetness. It's almost bready. Back into the palate. Yeah, brown sugar comes off a little thinner. Let's see what's going on with VII. Still cherry, but more maple comes out now. Wow. Oh my gosh, that vanilla note and maple note. Oh. Yeah, VII's got it. VII just seems more balanced. That spice is actually coming off of V. That spice is actually kicked up just a touch on the mid and the back of the throat. And I don't want to taint, I don't want to say that V is tainted. Because, I mean, it could possibly be. I mean, it is down low in the bottle, so it could, but it still has good flavor. So I don't think it's tainted. But it has been in the bottle with a lot of air in it since 2021. VII just comes off way more rounded, way more well balanced. It's a little viscous. It's a little more viscous in the mouth than V. So let's get into the breakdown. Like I said before, it was 120 bucks. So before I speak too fast, let's get into, is it worth the chase? At 120 bucks, I struggle, man. I struggle because it's 100 proof. 100 proof for $120 for a 100 proof product is a little hard to swallow. It is. So I don't want to tell you, is it good? Yes. It may even be $120 good. Like I said, this is discovery level balanced right here. That Discovery 8 to me was one of the most complex and balanced bourbons I think I've had. This right here is close in the balance part of it, not so much the complexity of it, but it is just so well balanced. But it's hard to spend $120. And I looked at if there was a website that actually did the math, and the math equaled out to be about 9.95 years when you averaged all of the years and percentages up of the age of the whiskey in the bottle. So $10 a year will put it right at that $100 mark. I think they're asking a lot, but I think it is a great product. So I'm kind of on the fence. 2 was great. 3 was great. 4, I didn't get my hands on. 5 was amazing. 6 got trashed. I don't want this to fall into that Booker's category where you get some really great ones, then they raise the price, and you get some not so great ones. You know, so I don't want to say that it's worth the chase. Is it worth over retail? I'm gonna have to say no. It is 100 proof. It is already $120. Now I don't know what it's going for, you know, by you guys, but at the Virginia ABC, it is $120. That is a lot for a 100 proof product that pretty much comes in around 10 years old. So I'm gonna have to say no, it is not worth the chase. Will I give it to a new bourbon drinker? This thing drinks very easy, a little bit of spice kicked up. Once I came off 5, it kicked up a little more, but by itself, it was very easy to get down. It was very sweet, very cherry forward, nice vanilla notes. I would definitely give this to a new bourbon drinker. I don't think a new bourbon drinker would have an issue with this 100 proof Remus. Will it always be on the bar? Well, let me show you something real quick. So, I tried to keep these on the bar. This is 2 and 3. 2 did not do so well in the blind, and that is a little bit of a spoiler alert. So, I had to kill it. It came off a little tainted. Now, 2's been out for quite a while, and I think I had it since 2019 or 2018. So, you know, I think it was more around 2019. So with having such a low amount in the bottle, I think it was a little tainted. 3, I had got, you know, after 2, so it was down in the bottle, and I wanted to kill it before it became tainted. So, you know, will it always be on the bar? Yes and no. Yes, because I do want to chase these Remuses because I think they are good. If they keep increasing the price, I won't be. So at 120, if they are as good as 7, I will keep 1 on the bar. I'm gonna try and preserve 7 as long as I can. And with that being said, let the whiskey flow. Never run out unless you head it to a drop. Till next time.